What are you doing? Arrest this ape now!
Imagine moving into your new home. Boxes still sealed, keys still warm, and someone bangs on your door screaming that you don't belong, not because you broke in, but because you're black. A 911 call meant to weaponize the police, a lie meant to destroy your life before it even settles in. What this racist neighbor didn't know was that the black man she was screaming at wasn't just a homeowner, he was the chief of police. The moving truck had barely stopped rumbling when Marcus Hale stepped out, stretching his back. A new chapter. Finally. A home he worked years to afford. A place his daughter Ari could grow up safely. Inside, his wife Naomi stood smiling in the empty living room, already picturing memories on the clean white walls. But peace didn't last long. The first knock wasn't a knock, it was a violent slam. Thud, thud, thud. Marcus opened the door halfway. A white woman in a pastel sweater, eyes wide with bigotry, stepped forward like she owned the ground she walked on. "You don't live here," she hissed. Marcus blinked. You heard me. People like you don't own property here." Naomi stepped into view, calm but alert. Pamela's face twisted. "Oh, wonderful. Two of you. Perfect. We bought this home," Marcus said, steady. "Liar." She whipped out her phone. "Yes, 911. A black family broke into a home they don't own. Send someone quick." She didn't just weaponize the police, she aimed them like a gun. Hack. Audience break. Kept as requested. Have you ever had someone judge you before saying one single word to you? Where are you watching from? Comment below and hit like if you hate discrimination. Welcome back to Golden Stories. Sirens rose in the distance. Pamela folded her arms, victorious. You're about to learn how things work around here. The police cruiser stopped in front of the house, lights flashing. Pamela ran toward it, waving wildly. "Officer, over here! Arrest them immediately!" The officer scanned Marcus, Naomi, the moving truck, the boxes. Pamela shoved herself forward. "They broke in. They don't belong here." The officer lifted a hand. "Ma'am, let me. No. They're criminals. I know the real owners." Naomi stepped forward softly. The officer saw her and froze. His shoulders straightened, his chin lifted. Professionalism hit him like a switch. "Chief Hale?" Pamela blinked. "What did you just call him?" The officer swallowed. "That's Chief Marcus Hale. He's my commanding officer." Pamela's face collapsed. No, I don't care who he pretends to be. Arrest him!" The officer turned toward her, eyes now sharp as razor wire. "Ma'am, step back. They forged documents," she screamed. "Look at them, ma'am," he said coldly. "They own this home, and the man you're yelling at is my chief." Pamela shook her head violently. "They don't belong here." "You know what does belong here, ma'am?" the officer replied. "Consequences." He tapped his radio. "Dispatch, send an additional unit. We have a false report, harassment, and racial intimidation at this location." Pamela choked. "Back up? For me? You weaponized 911 against a black family. That ends today." He cuffed her. Firm. Professional, unnegotiable. "You have the right to remain silent." "No, I was protecting the neighborhood. I'm on the HOA." The officer cut her off. "There is no HOA for this street, and even if there were, it wouldn't give you the right to commit crimes." Two neighbors stepped outside, phones pointed at Pamela. Her face twisted in panic. "I'm not a criminal! Stop filming!" Naomi stepped forward, her voice steady as iron. "You didn't call because something looked suspicious. You called because we're black." Pamela broke then, completely. You people?" she sputtered. The officer snapped. "Ma'am, that's enough. Get in the car." He lowered her into the cruiser. She screamed all the way down. "You're ruining my life." The door slammed. "Ma'am," he said through the glass, "you did that yourself." Shh. Final scene. Completed. Full ending. The cruiser pulled away slowly, Pamela's voice fading into nothing. The street fell quiet. Neighbors stared, some ashamed, some stunned, some pretending they didn't see anything at all. Marcus let out a long breath. "Our first morning here," he said softly. "We haven't even unpacked the toaster." Naomi looked around the cul-de-sac, the houses, the trees, the neighbors pretending to water their lawns. She thought she could decide who belongs, she said quietly. Marcus nodded, but she was wrong. He took Naomi's hand, walked back into the home they earned, closed the door behind them, firm and final. And for the first time that morning, their home felt truly theirs. Because racism came knocking, and the truth answered stronger.